How's everybody doing this evening? Back again with another video for you guys and gals. And tonight what I have for everyone is my full review of the Lanmore BM1 truly wireless Bluetooth earbuds. So I've been using these bad boys for a good amount of time, and I feel like I've gathered all my thoughts and opinions on them, and that's what I'm going to share with you guys and gals this evening in this full review. So hopefully by the end of this full review, you guys and gals know if these earbuds are for you or not. Alright, so let's dive straight into this. Now, starting right off, the first thing I want to talk about with everyone is the overall build quality and design of the earbuds. Now, in terms of the overall build quality, these earbuds are built primarily out of your plastic materials here, okay? As you can see right here, if I can get the camera to focus this evening, there we go. So we got plastic, glossy plastic materials around the sides, and then we have a grippy texturized plastic on the back. Then we have our ear wing, and y'all can see the earbuds right there. And in terms of the overall build quality, I have to say the build quality on these is really good. They're very lightweight and extremely comfortable for extended listening sessions. I really do like the overall build quality on this, so it is top notch in my opinion. Now, moving on and talking about the overall design of the earbuds, this is another area where I feel Lanmore did a great job. This overall design is really good. Again, very small, very compact, but not too small. And I like the way they incorporated the wingtips on here, and they did include various different sizes of wingtips and earbuds, so I was able to get pretty much the perfect fit on these. So overall, in terms of the design, I would say this is a really good design. The one thing that stopped it from being a top-notch design, in my opinion, is the built-in touch controls. Y'all know I'm not a fan of touch controls, but it is what it is. That's probably the weakest point of these earbuds, aside from one other thing. But putting that aside, the overall design on these is pretty good indeed. Alright? So build quality and designs wise, these earbuds are pretty good. Now, moving on, the next thing I want to talk about with everyone is I want to dive a little bit deeper into the core features on these earbuds. And from a core feature standpoint, again, I would have to say Lanmore has done a great job. So let's dive into these. Core feature number one, these earbuds incorporate Bluetooth 5.0 technology built in, so you can truly live that hashtag wireless lifestyle. Okay, so no need to fight with any cables or anything of that nature. So that's really good in my opinion. And it does have an overall range of 10 meters or 33 feet. We're going to expand on that a little bit later on in the Bluetooth range and strength category, but that is a really solid overall core feature in my opinion. Core feature number two, these bad boys do incorporate the IPX5 sweat and water resistance rating. So that means that they can handle light splashes and workouts, and they can even handle getting caught in the occasional shower. But you don't want to fully submerge these for a good length of times. Now, if you accidentally drop them in water and you pull them out quickly, that IPX5 rating means they will be more apt to survive. That's a really good overall rating in my opinion. Not the best. It's right in the middle in terms of what I would like to see. So that makes it pretty good. Pretty good indeed. So really nice to see that. Also, these earbuds also do incorporate dedicated microphones on each earbud, as you can see right there. The microphone for the earbuds is right there, and you do have that dedicated microphone on either earbud. And I gotta tell y'all, spoiler alert, the microphones on these earbuds are actually really good, if not top notch. But again, we're going to expand on that a little bit later on in this video. Alright? And yeah, I do believe that does do it for the overall core features on these. Oh, they do incorporate quick charging. So the manufacturer is touting 15 minutes of charge, being able to give you an hour of usage. Now, in my particular testing on that, 15 minutes of charge actually got me a little bit over an hour of usage. I'm going to expand on that a little bit later on in the overall battery life and charge times category. But that is a really overall good core feature in my opinion. And that now officially does it for the core features on these bad boys right here. All right, let's keep it moving. Up next now, the next thing I want to talk about with you guys and gals is the overall sound quality, the volume, and the bass on these earbuds. Now, across the line, in all three categories, I would have to say these are some really good earbuds in my opinion. In terms of the overall sound quality, very crisp and clear throughout with minimal distortion on the low or the high ends of the volume spectrum. In terms of the volume, these bad boys do get extremely loud, and they are easily able to drown out my surroundings so I can fully immerse myself in whatever I'm listening to. So really good stuff there. And in terms of the overall bass, I would have to say, whereas it's not the most punchiest bass or deepest bass that I've experienced, overall it is really balanced. So this is why across the board in these categories, I have to say these earbuds are just really good. Not the best I've seen, but for what they are, really good. So good stuff there in these categories as well. Now, moving on, let's expand a little bit more on the mic performance, or i.e. the microphone performance. And y'all know the way I do my microphone performance testing is I test these microphones in every way I know how. So I dictate a bunch of text messages, I dictate a bunch of emails, I take a bunch of phone calls, I take a bunch of video calls, and then I sum up my overall experience. And I'm very happy to report in the microphone performance category, these earbuds did a great job. Okay, didn't have any issues regardless of what I was doing. And when we talk about overall phone call performance or video call performance, these bad boys did a great job. So great, in fact, that I tested these on a variety of different phone calls, as I've said. Now, the way I test my earbuds is that I will reach out to a relative, maybe two, maybe three, let them know that I have to do a microphone performance test for a particular pair of Bluetooth earbuds, and let them know if it's okay, or ask them if it's okay if I give them a call. And then I would just go ahead and carry on with a typical conversation. And just before I get off the phone, I would ask them, okay, so I was testing out some earbuds. How did I sound? Did I sound distorted? Did I sound like I was fading in and out? How was the overall call in your experience? Now, from my end of the conversation, these earbuds did a great job. They came through very loud, crisp, and clear. No distortion, no crackling, no popping, no cutting in and out. So it was a really good experience on my end of the phone call. And I'm very happy to report that callers said the same thing. And in most cases, they even forgot that I was having a pair of Bluetooth earbuds in while I was on the call. A lot of the times when I was testing these, callers was like, when I got to the end of the call and I was like, so how did I sound? And they was like, what? What you mean, how do you sound? I was like, oh, did you forget? I told you I was testing out a pair of Bluetooth earbuds. And they was like, oh, I completely forgot. You sounded great. I couldn't even tell you were on a pair of Bluetooth earbuds. So that to me is top-notch microphone performance in my opinion, and I pretty much got that on every call. So the microphone performance on these earbuds is top-notch in my opinion. All right, so good stuff here. Now, moving on, I just want to walk you guys and gals through how you go through the overall pairing steps with these earbuds and the overall Bluetooth earbud button controls, and then we're going to keep it moving. Now, when you take the earbuds out of the case, now this is a downside that I will reiterate later, is you can only use these earbuds together in stereo mode. If you want to use the earbuds in independent mode, well, the only earbud you can use in independent mode is the right earbud, okay? So for all intents and purposes, the right earbud is the master earbud, all right? And the left earbud is the slave earbud, all right? And that's the only way that you can use these. So if you want to use the earbuds in independent mode, you're going to be stuck using the right earbud, all right? So there are a few ways you can put these earbuds into pairing mode. Now, once you take them out of the case, if you don't pair them up to a device within 10 seconds, they will automatically power off. Then all you have to do is press and hold both earbuds for about 3 to 5 seconds. They'll power on, they'll connect up to each other, and you just have to find them on your device and pair them up. I'm going to take you through those steps. Another way you can put the earbuds into pairing mode is by putting them in the case. All right. And for all intents and purposes, I did find that that was the easiest way to get them into pairing mode. So that's the way I'm going to demonstrate for you guys and gals right here. So we're going to drop both earbuds in the case. So there's one. All right. And then here's two. All right. And then you'll know that they're synced in because they will start charging. You will see that flashing white LED, and that flashing white LED does go off when they're fully charged. All right. So all you need to do is put them in the case. We're going to rest the case down for a little bit, and we're going to prep our device. Now, these particular steps will work across any Bluetooth compatible device and across any platform. So as long as your device has Bluetooth, you should be good to go. So this will work on an iOS device. This will work on an Android device. This will work on a tablet, a desktop, a laptop, you name it. As long as the device you're trying to connect the earbuds to has Bluetooth, these steps will work. Now, they will look a little bit differently depending on what platform or OS you're using, but the overall general steps are the same. And now, to demonstrate these steps this evening, we are using an Android device. This in particular is my Pixel 2 XL. All right. So the first thing you want to do is turn on your device. Boom. Then you want to swipe down on your notification shade twice to bring you into your quick toggles. Then right there where you see the Bluetooth quick toggle, you want to tap on that once to turn it on. It's going to take a second to turn on. Then you want to press and hold on it to take you into the Bluetooth subsettings here. And then from this subsettings menu, you want to tap on pair a new device. Right there. This will put your device into pairing mode, and it will start scanning for nearby Bluetooth devices. So now your device is ready to go. Now, back with the earbuds, all you have to do is open up the case. All right. Then you want to take the earbuds out of the case. They'll power on. They'll connect up to each other. Okay. Then back on your device, all we need to do now is wait for the model number for the earbuds to pop up. So you can see it right here. It did indeed pop up, so you can see it. Lanmore BM1, that's the model number for the earbuds. So we just tap on that. It's going to begin the pairing process. All right. We get a pairing confirmation dialog box. We tap pair to confirm, and now they are ready to go. And on your newer Android devices, you can see in the Bluetooth settings, you will get an active Bluetooth device indicator along with a battery percentage. And if we jump out of the Bluetooth settings and swipe down on our quick toggles again, underneath the Bluetooth quick toggle, you will see the device you have connected and the battery percentage for the device. Now, on your iOS devices, if you're running older iOS software, on your widgets page, if you scroll down to your Bluetooth connected devices, you will be able to see the connected device and its battery percentage on your iOS device. Now, if you're running a new version of the iOS software, you will have a quick toggle on the newer iOS software that will let you know the battery percentage of your Bluetooth connected device. So that pretty much goes over the Bluetooth pairing steps for what is essentially any Bluetooth compatible device. And now let's go ahead and talk about the Bluetooth earbud button controls. All right. And I'm very happy to report that these earbuds pretty much have a full feature pack set of controls here. So you can control just about anything with these earbuds. Now let's get into the demonstration with that. So the first thing we're going to go over is the music controls. Now you do need to actively have music playing for the music controls to work. And so let's go ahead and fire up YouTube Music here. I'm going to go over to my library. we're going to go down to songs, and we're going to make sure files on this device is checked, and then we're going to go down to the start of copyright-free music. So right about here, and we are going to tap a track to let it start playing. So this right here, let me put that down. All right, let me angle this back up so y'all can see it. Boom. Now, in terms of music controls, if you want to play or pause the music with your earbuds, that's really easy. That's just one tap on the right or the left earbud to play or pause the music. So here you can see the music is playing, and if I pick up the right earbud and I tap the touch sensitive area once, okay, y'all can see the music stop playing. If I tap it again, music starts playing. So one tap, play and pause on either earbud. Now, let's say we want to go to the next track and or the previous track on either earbud. Well, that is really easy as well. It's a double tap on the right earbud for next track and a double tap on the left earbud to restart the track and go to the previous track. So let's demo this here. Let's go to the next track a couple times. So double tapping, 1, 2. All right, and you can see we go to the next track. Just that easy. Let's do it one more time. 1, 2. And you can see we go to the next track. All right, now let's go to the previous track now. Again, double tap restarts the track, double tap again takes you to the previous track. So let's do this again. 1, 2, restart the track. 1, 2, takes you to the previous track. One more time, let it play for a little bit. Okay, 1, 2, restart the track. 1, 2, takes you to the previous track, as you can see right there. Now, let's say you want to control the volume of your device. You can do that from the earbuds as well. Now, for volume up, it's just a simple press and hold on the right earbud for volume up. For volume down, it's a simple press and hold on the left earbud for volume down. Let's demonstrate this here. So let's turn up the volume, okay? Pressing and holding. And you can see volume going up. Okay, and you do get a bing bing once it hits max volume, and that's how you up the volume using the earbuds. Simple press and hold, just that easy. Now, if you want a volume down, simple press and hold on the left earbud for volume down. So let's do that here. Okay, so pressing and holding, and you can see volume going down. Just that easy. Now, when you hit minimum volume, you will hear a boom boom, letting you know it's at minimum volume. So you hear a boom boom at max volume, and you hear a boom boom at minimum volume. Okay, so really, really nice stuff there. Okay, now let's say you want to interact with your voice assistant. Now, there are some caveats to this. Now, to interact with your voice assistant, you cannot have music playing. So I did indeed try it. It wouldn't work with music playing, but it does work when music isn't playing. So all you need to do to interact with your voice assistant is you want to double tap either earbud 3 times. Did I say double tap? You want to triple tap either earbud 3 times to activate your voice assistant. So let's demonstrate this here. We could use the left earbud. So let's triple tap it and let's check the weather this evening. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What's the weather like in Palm Bay today? And there you go. So you did see there was a slight delay, but it does work, and we are getting the audible feedback inside the earbuds. So you can see we do have full control over our device with these earbuds. So we can use our voice command, or we can use the touch controls from either earbud itself. So really, really nice. And let's say you want to quickly switch between the earbuds between one connected device and another connected device. Well, if you want to pair up the earbuds to a new device, all you have to do is tap the right earbud 6 times to disconnect it from your current device and put it back into pairing mode so you can connect it up to another device. Okay, now that does not mean that these earbuds can be connected up to 2 devices at one time. No, that's just an easy way for you to connect it from one device to the other device without having to turn off Bluetooth on one device and turn it on the other device and go through the pairing steps. So they do have a feature that lets you quickly pair up the earbuds from one device to another, but you cannot pair up the earbuds to 2 devices to use simultaneously between those devices. My bad, y'all. Y'all know I get tongue-tied sometimes. It is what it is. Tongue-tied sometimes. It is what it is. Wow, we can't talk this evening. I do apologize. All right, so that goes over the Bluetooth earbud button controls, and that goes over the overall pairing steps. And in terms of the phone call controls, that's pretty much self-explanatory. And once you get the hang of it, my bad, y'all, I'm sorry, it should be very easy and straightforward. So I'll put the earbud phone call controls up on the screen now for y'all to check out. And there you have it. Okay, good stuff there. All right, now let's keep it moving. Okay. First things first, let me turn off the Bluetooth. Boom. And you can see when you turn off the Bluetooth, they automatically disconnect and they go back into pairing mode. And again, as I said, after about 10 seconds of not having a device connected, they will power themselves off. Okay, so good stuff there. And we could take the device out of there. We don't really need that anymore. Let's rest that off to the side so we have no distractions. And let's keep this review going. Let's go. So moving on now, let's now expand on the overall Bluetooth range and the overall Bluetooth strength. Now, as the manufacturer stated in the user manual online and on the Amazon product page, these bad boys have a Bluetooth range of 10 meters or 33 feet. And in my testing, I would have to say that estimate is pretty much spot on. Didn't have any issues with the Bluetooth as long as I was within that designated range of 10 meters or 33 feet. Okay, so good stuff there. No issues whatsoever with the overall Bluetooth range or the overall Bluetooth strength. So good overall solid Bluetooth range and strength on these earbuds. Good stuff. Okay, now moving on, let's talk about the overall durability of these earbuds. Okay, now I'm very happy to report in my week, and yeah, it's roughly been a week, and I'm gonna tell you why I wrapped up this review quicker than I normally would a little bit later on. But in my week of testing, which was very rigorous testing, I'm very happy to report I haven't dropped these at all. So let me knock on wood, but we haven't dropped these earbuds at all. So I can't really attest to the overall durability on these, but the build material that they use should make it more apt to survive the occasional accidental drop. Okay, so good stuff there. And this would be the point where I would say I would update you guys in the comments in terms of the overall durability, but I do not intend to keep these earbuds. Now, I'm not going to send them back to Amazon. I might try and sell them. I might give them away to a family member, but I do not intend on keeping these. I'm going to explain why a little bit later on in the video. So I will not be able to let you guys and gals know how these bad boys hold up over time because I do not plan on keeping them. But based on the overall build material, these should be more apt to survive your accidental occasional drop, but you still want to be very careful in my opinion. All right. So that pretty much goes over the durability of the earbuds, and I do apologize that I was not able to fully test them. Okay, but moving on. Now the next thing I want to talk about with you guys and gals is the overall charge times and the overall battery life. Now there's some really good charge times with these earbuds and with the case, but they do have their negatives as well. Let's get into the overall charge times and overall battery life now. Let's start with the charge times first. Now, in terms of the charge times, the manufacturer is quoting that the earbuds themselves should take about an hour and a half to reach a full charge, and then the charging case itself should take upwards of 2 hours to reach a full charge. And I'm very happy to report that the charging case does indeed have USB Type-C. So one cable to rule them all, USB Type-C, all the things. That's what I really like to see on these. Okay? So, and for the most part, in terms of the charge times, I would have to say the manufacturer's estimates was pretty much on the money. The case itself took me anywhere from about an hour and a half to an hour and 50 minutes to reach a full charge, and the earbuds themselves took about an hour and a half to reach a full charge. Now, if you charge them up when you get the low battery please charge notification, they will charge up a little bit faster than that. And on average, when the battery is low, you'll get anywhere from about 5 to 7 low battery please charge notifications from the earbuds before they power themselves off. And I would say they're spaced out pretty much from 30 to 45 second increments. So you will get ample time to put these bad boys on the charger, okay? And the overall charge times with the buds and the case was really good in my opinion, especially when you take into consideration the overall battery life on the earbuds. But there is one downside that I experienced with the case. Now, the manufacturer quoted the case as being able to give you 3 to 4 additional charges. Now, in my testing, the case was giving me 1 to 2 additional charges. Now, in terms of battery life, the manufacturer says you should get 6 hours on the buds, and then the case should provide you an additional 24 hours. All right, so good stuff there. Okay, so you're looking at anywhere from what, 18 to 24 hours if you include the case. So really good stuff in my opinion. All right, now for my testing, I wasn't able to get the 3 to 4 additional charges. As I said, I was getting 1 to 2 additional charges from the case. So I don't know if my case is messed up. I don't know if I got a defective unit or whatnot. I don't know. Okay, but I haven't dropped the case and I haven't dropped the earbuds. So this is how they've been performing from day one. Okay, so it is what it is. Was very disappointed to see that the case wasn't getting me the estimated additional charges, especially considering how good the overall battery life of the earbuds is. But it is what it is. Sometimes you get a good pair of earbuds, sometimes you don't. You just got to take what you can get. Now, as I said, I don't plan on keeping these, so I will not be sending them back or doing an exchange. It just is what it is. All right. That being said, let's talk about the overall battery life now. Now, as I said earlier, the manufacturer quoted you should be able to get 6 hours on a charge with the buds and then get an additional 24 hours with the case. And the case is supposed to be good for 3 to 4 additional charges. Now, in my particular testing, which was done with the earbuds in stereo mode only, I did not use independent mode because that will create an uneven battery drain between the buds. So my particular testing was done with these in stereo mode only, okay? Now, in stereo mode only at 35 and 50% volume respectively, I was averaging anywhere from 8 to 10 hours on a single charge. Yes, you did not hear that wrong. 8 to 10 hours on a single charge, pretty much based on what I was doing with the earbuds connected. Now, a little bit of a disclaimer. We all use our devices differently and we all charge our devices differently. So my overall battery life and results will differ from yours because we don't use our products the same way. So your guys and gals results may vary. That being said, I was very happy to see that I was getting that 10 hours of battery life on a single charge. All right, so the battery life on these earbuds is really good in my opinion. And then if I had to make an overall recommendation, I would have to say you can easily get away with rocking these earbuds at 35% volume. They're still very crisp and clear and they should serve you well. Okay, now, as I said, I was a little bit disappointed to see that they are set up in the master and slave configuration for the Bluetooth connection. So I can only really use the right earbud independently from the left earbud. And because of that, I did not test that earbud in independent mode. So as I said, I strictly did this testing with these earbuds in stereo mode. All right. So good stuff there. Okay. And one thing I want to mention is that when the case is low, you'll get a flashing white LED indicating that the case is low. Also, the case will stop charging the buds when the battery on the case is too low to charge the buds. Okay, so there was instances where I thought the buds were charging, but I took them out of the case to realize that they did not get a full charge. So that was very weird, and that pretty much happened to me pretty regularly with these earbuds, but it is what it is. Okay, but all in all, in terms of the charge times and the overall battery life with these earbuds, it was pretty good. All right, now talking about the rapid charging. Now, in my particular testing, which was done at 35% volume, okay, I charged these for 15 minutes and I was consistently getting just over an hour on a 15-minute charge. So the quick charging on these is really good in my opinion. So if you want to quick charge these, or you forget to charge them and you want to use them for the gym, that 15-minute charge should serve you well. All right. So that goes over the battery life, and that goes over the overall charge times with these earbuds. Now let's take a second in this next category to go over the positives and the negatives of these earbuds, and then I'm going to wrap this video up. We're going to talk about the pricing. I'm going to get into my final thoughts and give you guys and gals an overall recommendation or two. So let's dive into these positives first. Now, as I said earlier, the overall build quality on these and the overall design on these is really good. So really good stuff there. These bad boys do have a very solid core feature set. They have top-notch microphones, really good quality microphones there, a really good overall Bluetooth range and strength, okay? Really good battery life and really good overall charge times, and some really good volume, sound quality, and bass. All right, and you are getting these at a really good price. Now, as I always do, I'll go ahead and throw up a full list of the positives and the negatives of the earbuds in post. So if I missed any, y'all could check out the list on the screen to know everything you need to know. That being said, I do not claim to be perfect in any shape, form, or fashion. So if you pick up these earbuds and you spot a positive or negative that I neglected to mention, please leave your feedback down below in the comments. As I always say, these manufacturers will only know what improvements they need to make by hearing from our customer feedback. So if you have a positive or a negative with these earbuds that I forget to mention, please leave that feedback down below in the comments. Okay, all feedback is appreciated. Okay, so we went over the positives. Now let's get into these negatives real quick. And really, there's only one major negative with these earbuds, and then we got my usual gripes with these earbuds. And if y'all been following my channel for any length of time, my mistake, you know what that major negative is gonna be. The major negative of these earbuds is that they are set up in the master and slave Bluetooth connection configuration. Okay, and there's no way around it with these. So that is a major negative with these earbuds, and it was almost a deal breaker, but all the other positives from these earbuds kind of saved it. Now, I was getting a little perturbed by the fact that I could only really use these at their best capabilities in stereo mode, but as I said, the positives pretty much saved these earbuds for me. But that is a major negative in my opinion, the fact that these are set up in the master and slave configuration for the Bluetooth connection, and there's no way around it. So The right earbud is the master bud, and the left earbud is the slave bud, okay? All right, now moving on, we pretty much have my usual negative gripes here. So instead of having a LED percentage readout display, we got our LED status indicators. Not a fan of the LED status indicators. Now, you can get the hang of it. So again, it's pretty straightforward. One LED means it's at about 10%. Two LEDs means it's at about 50%. Three LEDs means it's at 75%. And four LEDs means it's at 100% charge. And again, when the case is low, you will get a flashing white LED and it will stop charging the buds. That is a negative because I really like the LED percentage readout, so you know there's no guesswork involved. So that's another negative of the buds and the case. Along with that, these earbuds do not incorporate any type of wireless charging. And you guys and gals may be saying, well, for the price, do they really need wireless charging? Yes, because you have earbuds in this price point that do give you wireless charging support. Okay, case in point, the Earfun Air Freeze. These regularly go on sale for about $30 to $35, and they support wireless charging. And then we have the KUE earbuds that I did a review on a long time ago. I don't have those earbuds anymore, but those also come in at the price point of these, and they do support wireless charging. So at that price point, they should really have wireless charging built into them. And if they did, that would put them head and shoulders over the competition at higher price points because they incorporate wireless charging. But these do not. So that pretty much goes over my negatives with the earbuds. So again, the master and slave configuration for the Bluetooth, not a fan of that, okay? No percentage readout display and no wireless charging, okay? Those are the only three negatives that I ran across with these earbuds. And in my opinion, the positives of the earbuds greatly outweigh the negatives, all right? So that wraps up the positives and negatives. Now, moving on to the final part of this video, let's talk about the price and get into my final thoughts and overall recommendation or two. Excuse me. Or two. I should have grabbed some water before I started. So, talking about the price, as I said in the unboxing and first impressions, I was able to pick these up for $29.99 from Amazon. So essentially $30, okay? And at that $30 price point, can I recommend that you guys and gals pick these up? Well, as long as you can deal with the negatives that I mentioned throughout this review, then yes, I can recommend that you guys and gals pick these up. If you can't deal with those negatives, there are a bunch of other options in the same $30 price point that offer similar sound quality, similar battery life, and additional features. So you got a wide variety of recommendations at this $30 price point. But if you can deal with those negatives, can I recommend these? I would have to say yes. Okay? Now, as to why I'm not keeping these for the long term, okay? Now, I've said it, a deal breaker for me, okay, and this is strictly just in my opinion, is when you have a pair of earbuds and they do not truly support a truly wireless connection. And when I say truly wireless connection, that means that you have the ability to use this earbud by itself, or you have the ability to use this earbud by itself, or you have the ability to use both earbuds together. So the fact that these earbuds have that master and slave implementation for the Bluetooth connection, that was pretty much a deal breaker for me, and that is why I will not be keeping these earbuds. Now granted, that did make the overall review process faster because then I could only really test these in stereo mode. So it has a give and take to it. But for me, that's a a deal breaker in my opinion. Okay, so that's why I'm not gonna be keeping these. All right, so that pretty much does it for this review this evening, guys and gals. As always, I hope you guys and gals found this review helpful. If you did indeed enjoy the review and or you found it helpful in any shape, form, or fashion, please help your boy out by giving the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. As always, if you guys and gals would like to see more content like this, also feel free to hit that subscribe button down below and click off that notification bell icon right next to it so you guys and gals get notified when I publish new videos. That being said, if this video piqued your interest and you guys and gals would like to know where you can pick up these earbuds for yourself at some really great prices, I'll be sure to link up all the links to where y'all can pick up these earbuds at some really great prices down below in the video description. So as always, if your interest is piqued, down below in the video description will be like a one-stop shop for you guys and gals, and you should be good to go. All right, this whole video here this evening was recorded using the rear-facing 12 megapixel camera on the Samsung Galaxy S7 Active in 720p resolution at 30 frames per second. And all the audio for this video was recorded using my lapel clip-on microphone. So please let me know what you think of the overall video quality as well as what you think of the overall audio quality down below in the comments. As always, all feedback is greatly appreciated. All right, I hope everyone is staying safe out there. I hope you guys and gals are having a good evening, and I will catch everyone in my next video. Have a good one, everybody. We are out of here. Peace.